Good evening, all. Good evening. Am I audible? Can you see my screen? Very good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. How are you guys? Welcome to day 2. It's good to see a lot of people from yesterday are back here. I hope yesterday's session was fine with you guys. So today is going to be day 2. All the introductions are completed in yesterday's class. So today it's time for us to kickstart with Python basics. We'll go hands-on by seeing from the scratch. So we'll be taking 3 to 4 days to complete this basic stuffs. Then moving into libraries. Okay. Yes, very good evening. Very good evening. Yes, Surya Bala, I'll intimate my team on IoT using Raspberry Pi. We have. So you can check our LMS portal too. I think we have a course on it. So if you want it urgently, you can visit our site and search for the courses which is available on that topic. Fine, very good evening all. So yeah, can we start the session? Very good evening. Thank you for all the good evenings. So we'll keep it till the 30th day. Okay, today is day 2. Let us start and welcome to Machine Learning Masterclass. This is day 2 and I welcome you all on behalf of pantechelearning. And our today's topic is going to be Python basics. We have seen all the introductions, so let us start with Python basics. And I'll be using Google Colab as I told you yesterday. So reference book for machine learning, you can refer O'Reilly books. So there are a lot of books based on data science where they have told you about the machine learning tools also. So if you want particular book, I can suggest you. I don't have any images or particular names right now. I'll give you in tomorrow's class. Fine. So please watch tomorrow's session. I'll give you some of the reference book for machine learning. Yeah, starting with Python basics. So yeah, today's our task will be good if we complete these 4 topics. It will be data types, variables, expressions available, and then string operations. Okay, so most of these 4 are very basic fundamental things. Let us start. Starting with data types. Yes, the level up to file handling is pretty much enough actually. In machine learning, mostly we use functions, up to functions. And most of the time we don't even go for a class and object kind of tasks. Your base understanding of machine learning will be enough because you are going to learn libraries like Pandas and Numpy where you will be using Python. We will be learning that. If you have that base properly, then a very basic use of syntax is even fine. Conditional statements will be used. Functions will be used. Some of the data types will be commonly used. If you know that basics, it will be fine. And don't worry what all things necessary I am going to cover. And those who have joined as an internship user, I think if you check it now or in few time, by today you will be getting totally 5 days of session record. Till day 5 it will be available till the Python basics. So those who joined as an internship user, please use it. Okay. In this weekend you can use it to learn. Okay, starting with the data types. So the type of data available, so you can call numbers, strings and booleans into data types. Okay, for machine learning, Google Colab is good. Google Colab or Jupyter Notebook will be fine. Okay, so in data types we have numbers, strings and booleans. So we'll start with numbers first. So when you talk about numbers, we have 3 types. Okay, one is integer, another one is float, and the next one is complex number. Okay, so integer is nothing but whole numbers like 10, 12, 22, 100. It's whole number, right? Those are called as integers. And then float numbers. Float numbers are nothing but decimal values like 11.2 or 0.2. Okay. So the certificate for data analytics will be available soon. Please wait. Within a week you will be getting it. And when you go for complex number, we have the real part and imaginary part, right? So let us type it in our collab and search. 15. If I run this, and one short trick, just press Ctrl plus Enter in your Google Colab. Can you see it? It is automatically running. You don't want to go and press this. Once you type it, automatically you can just keep your fingers at Ctrl plus Enter. It will be helpful for you to do quickly. And Ctrl MB will be helpful for you to create another tab here. Can you see it? New cells will be created, right? You can use these methods. This is 15, which is integer, then float number, and then complex number. Okay, so I have these three. So if you want to check which type it is, then what you can do is I can print. Okay, print is a command to help, which is helpful for you to show you the output. So I can print the type of, okay, this type option will tell you which data type it is. So if I pass 15, what it is telling, it belongs to the class integer, right? Integer, int. In the same way, I can go and get the type of a float number, which belongs to float. And if you want, you can go with this too. You can print the type of a complex number, and you can find it from Python itself, okay, using the option type. Not only for this, what all you are using, you can use type, okay. And moving into the next task, it is called as typecasting or number type conversion. So in many places or interview questions, we may use to get a value, okay. In some places we need to convert an integer, a float number into an integer, okay. Mostly that will be the scenario. So you can do it with the help of, you can call int, okay. So it's a function, what all thing you pass inside will be converted into an integer. So if I pass a float number, it will be turned into an integer, okay. And then if you want, you can convert a integer into float number, but you'll be having like 11.0 if you want in that format. If your other data is in float number, you can go with this float. Or if you want, you can do a complex number conversion also. So that will help you to give an output which is having like a dummy or zero imaginary part. So you can do these tasks. So I can call int of 11.2. So can you see it? I'm getting the output 11. 11. So you'll be getting one step before. So if you wanted to round, you can use the round option. We'll see that later when we see about mathematics part. Okay. So if you want, you can convert a number into a float number too, like this. I hope you can see my screen properly. And you can also convert into a complex number too. And that's all with numbers. Numerical data type is over. I think we can go into strings, right? So we'll see base about strings, and then once we complete variables and expressions, we'll be seeing string operations later on this class. Okay. I hope numbers is fine. Number type conversion is fine. Can I get thumbs up emoji in chat box? Can we start with string? String are sequence of characters like letters, okay, words, sentences. You can have it inside of quotation mark. It is called a string, and it can be represented via double quotes or single quotes, okay. For example, I can have hello world. Yesterday we have printed, right? And one thing guys, when you use Google Colab, can you see it? Without even I am printing, it is just showing me the output. But if I have it in some other place, okay, I'm just getting 9. The reason behind this is, if it is in the last line, it is just executing that, it will show you the result there. Can you see hello world is now coming? So that's from Google Colab. Thanks for the good response guys. Very good. I'll appreciate your enthusiasm. Thanks for the emojis. We'll see. Okay. So this is string. So you can go and use single or double quotes, but the thing is, you have to either start with a single quote and end with a single quote, or start with a double quote and end with a double quote. But if you go something like this, starting with the double and ending with single, or vice versa, you will be getting error. Okay, so you will be getting some this error like this, or EOF error. Some error if you are having, then you want to understand that you had some issue with that. Okay, now it's fine. And also you can have numbers here. Okay, I can have numbers here, but this number which I am having, if I print the type of this number, but it is a string, right? So this is a string. The thing is, this is now a string, and you cannot perform any mathematical task with this 63. Okay, can you understand? Because this is not an integer. Only numbers can be used for mathematical operations, which we're going to see later. Okay, and then that's all about string. We'll be seeing furthermore in the end of this session about string operations. There are a lot which are important. And moving towards Boolean, okay, you have true and false Booleans, yes or no, or true or false. Okay, and see here, one important thing is, if you are having a Boolean, then you have to go with capital letter at the first. So if I type this true or false like this, see here, if I type this, I'll be getting error, it's not defined. But if I go with capital T, it's true, it's a Boolean data type. Okay, likewise you have false. These two are available, and you can type you can print the type of it too. Please remind this. Okay, yes, array, we'll be seeing that when we see about string operations, we need to undergo array. We'll see that. Okay, I'll tell string again. String is collection of sequence of letters or words or numbers you can have inside of quotation mark. So to represent a string, it should be between quotation marks. It can be a single quotation or double quotes, but you don't want to mix. Okay, if you start with a single quote, end with a single quote. If you start with a double, end with a double. If you go in between like a double quote and a single quote like that, you'll be getting error. Okay, is it clear, Jay Prakash? And then Boolean finally, so which means we have completed the basic data types. We'll be seeing furthermore a lot of applications in the later part when we see completing about variables, okay, and then operations, etc. Okay, can we start with variables? So when we talk about variables, variables are containers for storing data values. Okay, so it's a container for storing data values. For example, data value, data is nothing but our Boolean or string or number, or for example later on we'll be seeing about data structures like a list or a tuple or a dictionary. Everything is fine. Okay, so variables are containers for storing data values. So if I'm having a value, yes, escape character will come with string. Okay, so please wait. String operations, we need to see about escape characters. And variables are containers for storing data values. You know data, right? It can be an integer or a float or a string or a Boolean. Now if I want, I can store it inside of a container which is called as variable. Like for example, I have three containers. One is a bottom container, another one is middle container, and I have a top container. I'm storing mango in the bottom container. Okay, I'm storing orange in the middle container, and I'm storing blueberry in the top container. So if I want to take orange, which container I should take? If I need orange, which container I should take if I'm storing it? If I just want orange, I should take the middle container, right? So if I take the middle container and open it, I'll be getting orange. Same thing applies here also. Okay, so for example, you can store all these data values or data structures which we are going to see later, like a number or integer, float or complex number, or a string or a Boolean. You can create a variable by simply giving some name for it and assigning a value with the help of an assignment operator which is equal to. Okay, yes, middle container, good. So now I can store like x equal to 5 or y equal to hello or result equal to true. So let us do it. So x equal to John, not only x, like for example age equal to, I'll store some numbers, 28. Okay, now if I want to take John, the name John, which container I should take? X, right? So if I print x, my output will be John, and if I print age, the output will be 28. Why? Because we are taking the container and we are having the orange or the mango which we stored inside, right? So that's what a variable is. But there are some rules for naming these variables. So variable names, please listen, this is important. You may get some error. So variable names in Python have to start with a letter or an underscore, okay, which means they cannot start with a number. Like, so I can store x equal to 19, that is fine. And can you see it? Here I stored x equal to John, here I stored x equal to 19. So what should be my output if I print x now? What is the latest value? That will be your output. So if latestly I have stored x as 19, so now the container will be having 19, not John. So that is updatable, okay? And now x equal to 19 is fine, or underscore x equal to 19 is also fine. Okay, I have to call underscore x equal to 19, that will be gets printed. So you can start with a letter or an underscore, but you cannot start with a number like 3x equal to 6. It is invalid. Okay, you cannot store like this, but inverse is possible. You can have numbers anywhere inside, only the starting should be either a underscore or a letter. Okay, and they cannot contain any other special character other than an underscore. Okay, they cannot contain any other special characters other than underscore, which means you cannot have anything else. You can have underscore, that is fine, no error. You cannot have any other special characters, you will be getting error. Okay, and then variable names are case sensitive. So Python is a case sensitive language, which means that so caps and smalls are going to be different. So if you are going with lowercase or uppercase, that will be different. So if I have age, which is completely small letters in lowercase, and this is capitalized age, and this is uppercase age, these three will be considered as three different variable or three different containers. See here, age equal to 10, capital A G equal to 12, age equal to 17. Can you see now? Please try to increase your YouTube quality. Maybe some network issues. Please try to increase the video quality. Okay, so I'll print age. So now the value will be 10. Okay, and print capital AG, that will be 12, and print age, that will be 17. So this is what the difference. Python is case sensitive. Okay, so that's all with the variables. Is it clear? Is it clear? Can I ask a question? In these three, find which is wrong one. Post the options. In the chat box. Yes. In the meantime, so this is a masterclass, and if you want to join as an internship user, you can join as an internship user to convert this masterclass into an internship, certified internship. To avail that, the price for it is 1,599, and if you use a coupon code of MLMC4, the discounted fee is around 799, and you can avail this. Link is available in chat and in description. So if you avail this internship, I'll tell you what all will be given as an additional option from our side. So you'll be getting 90 days of access to all these videos, 10 source codes of projects, downloadable PPTs of 30 days and files, notebook files, codes, etc. Internship confirmation letter at the start, and certification by the end of this internship. Additional 5 projects apart from this 10 projects, so totally 15 projects, source code and videos, additional in-depth contents, and 6 mentor live Zoom sessions. And in Zoom sessions we will be having every week, so in this 6 we will be having doubt clarification, weekly tasks and assignments, Kaggle competition analysis, and additional 5 projects discussion. And these are the projects which we will be seeing in this course, and that's some information about that. Okay, so the markdown in Google Colab you can achieve with this text, and you can type your things here. Yes, the option C is wrong. You cannot start with the number. Whether this is correct? Can we try it? It is fine. You can have or store like this. It can be tricky, but it is possible. Okay, C is the right answer, which is the wrong option. Okay, so going with the next one. And if you want, please join as an internship user. The link is available in chat and in description. Yeah, starting with expressions. So okay, so if you have numbers, you have mathematical expressions like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus operation, exponentiation, and floor division. Tell me guys, what is modulus and what is floor division? Addition using plus, you know. Subtraction, you know. Multiplication using star symbol. Division, what is modulus? And exponentiation, 2 to the power 3 or 2 to the power 4, you can achieve with double star. And floor division, what is modulus and floor division? So you can perform mathematical tasks like this, or you can store the values in a variable, and you can call y minus x. That is also going to give you the value. Okay, so this is also possible. So you can get double star, which is going to be the exponentiation, 10 to the power 3, right? Modulus is remainder. So you can divide 10 modulus of 3, it's division, but you are getting 1, which means, so if you divide 10 with 3, okay, so the left out will be 1 in the remainder, so it will give you remainder. And if you go for floor division, okay, so it will give you the nearest possible whole number if it can divide the quotient. So that will be a floor division, and these are some of the arithmetic expressions available in Python. Okay, and then moving towards relational expression. These are important, we'll be using in multiple places. I hope this mathematical thing is it fine? Can we move on to next one? So regarding the relational expression, if you want to check whether two numbers are equal or two variable, whether the value inside of that is going to be same, then you can go for double equal to sign. Okay, so which will help you to check whether both are equal. If they are equal, you will be getting a boolean true in the output. If they are not equal, you will be getting a boolean which is false. For example, 4 equal to 4, both are same, so I will be getting true in my output. 4 equal to 40, it's false. Okay, it is not possible, so it will be getting false. Likewise, you can store it in a variable and check that too. Okay, what happened when you go for 3 modulus of 10? We should try. So this is what we are getting, 3. And yeah, so going with the next one, so you can also check whether both are not equal. So to do that, you have to go with exclamatory mark and equal to. Okay, So exclamatory mark and equal to is to find whether both are not equal. So the same case, if I go with 4 is not equal to 40, yes, right, so you will be getting true. So if both are equal and you are asking them to check whether not equal, then you will be getting false in the output. Okay. And then you can do or perform mathematical tasks like greater than or less than, greater than or equal to using this, and less than or equal to. So you can get these outputs as a boolean, which is useful in lot of places in conditional statements. 10 less than 3, false. Okay, 10 less than 30, which is true. 10 less than 10, false, because you need to use less than or equal to check if you want to check both of this situation, or greater than or equal to. You can go in both ways. Okay. In division, you will get the exact value. It can be a whole number or a decimal number. It can be an integer. But if in floor division, it will try to give a rounded value which is nearestly possible. Okay. If you try to divide 10 by 3 using floor division, okay, 3 3s are 9. That is the nearest number you can get. After that, if you go with division, the value will be 3.33. So this tries to give a whole number nearest to that. So that's what the difference between a division and a floor division is. Let us go with 4. What could be the output here? 2. Why? Because 4 2s are 8. After that, it cannot go and divide that. So that's why we are getting 2 here. So here if I go with 5, what will be my output? If you go with floor division or this, you will be getting this output. Either normal division is going to be fine, you will be getting that output. Okay, can you see it? Here we are getting float number, but if you go with floor division, you will be getting integer. Okay, is it clear, Pankaj Kumar? And moving towards, I hope this is clear. Relational expression equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, and less than or equal to. This is important. We will be using in many of the conditional statements which you are going to see later on, and the output will be booleans. Okay, so the next one we are going to see is assignment expression. So it's a short form of an expression. See here, if you want to add x with 1, what you can do? X equal to x plus 1, what will that do? For example, x equal to 10. Okay, x equal to x plus 1. So I'll print x. The value of x will be 11. And then if I run again, it will be 12. If I run again, it will be 13. If I run again, it will be 14. Right? So this thing you can do it in a short way too. For example, x equal to x plus 1 is same as, you can write it as x plus equal to 1. Okay, x plus equal to 1. So if you want to do x equal to x minus 1, so x minus equal to 1 will perform that and store it in x. Okay, remember this short form. So the same thing I can do like x plus equal to 1, print x. I'll run this x once again. The value will be 10 now. So if I print it, it will be 11. Now it will be 12. Now it will be 13. Now it will be 14 and so on. Okay, clear? Same way you can go with subtraction or multiplication or division or modulus. Okay, so now the value of x is 14, right? X divided by equal to 2. What will be the output now? So it should be divided by 2 and the value should be stored here. Okay. Yeah, we got 7.0. That's how assignment expression works. And then finally going into logical expression. Okay. Logical expression. Have you guys heard about this logic gates, etc.? Or operator, and operator, and not operator. I just want you guys to focus on these two tables, x and y. So this logical expressions are used for comparison of two or more. Okay, x, y. I have two things. Okay, for example, here I am having a condition. What is the condition? 10 less than or less than 3. and in y I am having another condition which is 10 greater than 3, something like that. Okay, if this is true and this is true, let us see about OR operator. When you go for OR operator, it's like either this or that. Okay, if you have OR operator, which means if any one is true, the output will be true. Okay, here one is true, one is false, but the output is true. False, true, output is true. But if you go for false and false, the output will be completely false. Okay, it need any one to be true to give the output as true. But this AND operator is strict. Okay, so you will be having X and Y, and if you are having AND operator, which means both of this should be true. Okay, which means if both are true, the output will be true. Okay, if any one is false, then your output will be false. I'll tell you one simple use case I want you guys to answer. You are creating a web application and it has a login page, and you are asking for email ID and password, and you want to allow the user to log in if both the email ID and password is correct. If both are correct, then only you should allow the user to enter. In such situation, what will you use? OR operator or AND operator? Once again, I'll tell you the question. If you are having a web application you are creating which asks for email ID and password for entering, okay, in such situation you want to check both of it. If it is correct, you want to allow the user to enter. What will you do? OR operator or AND operator? AND operator, right? Why? Because if both are correct, then only you should allow the user to enter. Okay, and finally we have not. Not is something like the opposite. You can give any one here. If X is true, not, output will be false. If you give false here, the output will be true, just the reverse case. Okay, so to use that, when you want to perform this multiple conditions, you can use it. For example, 2 less than 1, true. Okay, 20 greater than 4. So in between I am having OR operator. Both are true, the output will be true. AND operator, both are true, the output will be true. But if I change it to false statement, you can see this is false, this is true, but the output will be false. Likewise, you can go and use this logical expressions. Okay, and NOT operator is something like the reverse case. 1 less than 90. Okay, this will be true, but if you call NOT, it is just going to reverse it. So your output will be false. Okay, clear? So finally, moving into identity expression, is and is not, and in and not in. Okay, so we'll see that when we see about data structures. It will be fine if we see that there. It will be more clear for you. Okay, so we'll skip these parts and see that later. And finally, moving into string operations. Can we see it now? String operations. Can we start with string operations? It's 7:33. We'll have our class till 7:50 or more than that to complete the string operations. It will be interesting and more important concepts from the base we'll see. You know a string. Okay, it's a collection of things inside of it, right? So it's a sequence. Then what you can do is you can find the length of it. For example, in X, if you are storing hello, if you print, like instead of type you have printed, right? Like that, if you go with a length using len, that will give you the length of it. Okay, so for example, name equal to Shiva. Okay, so I'll print length of name, and that will be 5 because it is composed of 5 letters, right? Collection of characters, good. So like that, if you have a string, you can go and access individual elements. It is called as accessing with the help of index number. For each element or each character inside of a string, an index number is given, and that number is starting from 0. Okay, I hope they would have given starting from 1, that would have cleared a lot of confusion. But if you are a beginner, then you are going to struggle some places. Okay, don't worry, we'll be fine after some time. Okay, so they have given the starting index number as 0. So totally, if you have an element which is composed of 5, okay, letters is 5, so S will carry the index number 0, and H will carry 1, I will carry 2, V will carry 3, and A will carry 4. Okay, so if the length is 5, the index number ends by 4. Okay, it starts with 0 and ends with 4. Okay, and you can also access individually. Like for example, if you want to print hello, what you will do, you will print X. Okay, so if you want to take H alone, you can go and mention its index number inside of square bracket. It's called indexing, accessing using index. So I'm going like print X inside square bracket, I'm giving 0, which means I'm taking that index number alone. Print name 0, my output will be yes. If I print instead of 0, if I print 4, what will be my output? Okay, Pooja, if you want to find the length of a string without using any index number, okay, without using length option, then what I'll suggest you to do is, it's a simple trick. Use a for loop. Okay, if you know about for loop, you can do it. If you don't, please wait. When I teach for loop, I'll tell you. Okay, since you asked this question, you can use a for loop and create a dummy variable like X equal to 0. And for each time the loop runs, you can count. Okay, you can loop over the string and increase the length every time the loop runs, so that the output can be the length of it. Okay, yeah, now the output will be A. If I go and try to get 5, can you tell me what will be my output? There is 5. Is there 5? No, right? So if you don't have that, you will be getting error. You cannot access something which is not present. The string index will be out of range. Okay, so that's what you will be getting if you try to go out of the range. Apart from that, everything will be fine. And you can also go with negative indexing also. I just want to share you that negative number starts from -1. Okay, there could be only 1 0. So if you want to take in the reverse way, you can go with -1. So the value will be A, -2 will be V, and coming in the reverse way, can you see it? -3, -4, and -5. Okay. If you want to take the last element, you can also use this tilde, which is after, like above your tab and below your escape button. If you press shift and this button, it's called as tilde. And if you go with 0 there, you will be getting the last element. This is a thing which I have found recently. I am not aware of this for a long time. Recently I saw it in some reels, I think so. Thanks for that person who created that. So it's tilde, and you can use it to get the last element like this. I hope this works. Yeah, you can get it in this way too. Okay, it's a reverse of your index number. Okay, so yeah, so that's it about the indexing part. Fine, so we'll go with the next one. So now you know about how to access indexing, okay, with the help of index number. You can also slice it. Slices means cutting it into parts and taking the part which you require only. Okay, for example, and before that, I just want to share you, if X equal to hello world. Now if I print the length of it, what will be the length of it? Can you guys tell me? Length of X. Output for -2 is this one, V. This is -1. A is -1 because you cannot have -0, right? So this is -1, this is -2, and I is -3, H is -4, and S is -5. So now if I print the length of X, what will be the output? Whether it's 10. It's not 10 because even spaces are also considered as a character in a string. So now the output will be 11 because of that space. Okay, if you try to print X of 5, you will be getting O from the hello. Okay, sorry, it's index number, right? So if you go and print the 4th index, it will be O. If you go with the 5th index, it will be an empty space. You won't be getting anything. After that, you are having W. Okay. Very good. About 11, not 12. 11 is fine. You can now slice also, which means you can mention a starting range and the ending range and separate it with the help of colon. Okay. So if I want from 0 till second one, so I'll tell you what is the thing is. Okay. So if you mention in the string slicing, you will be separating it with colon. And if you mention 0, it will start from 0. But the ending number, it will print one step before, which means if you go with 3, it will print till 2. Okay. It won't include 3 in the output, third index. If you want to include the third index, you want to mention it as 4, which means it will print till 3. It is same for all the places. For example, now we are having hello world, right? So I'll print x 1 is to 5. So I should get till 4, which means ELLO, not the fifth one. Okay, fifth won't be included. Fifth is an empty space. I'm not getting it. Okay, so if you want that to, you have to mention one step after that. Okay, so I'll print till 8. WO, so if I want the 8th one, what is 8th one? H is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, space is 5, W is 6, O is 7. Okay, till 7 I am getting, not the OR. If I want the 8 also, I should mention 9 so that I can get that. Okay, it's called as slicing. Okay, can we use tilde in slicing too? I'll try. It's working. Okay, so moving to the next one. So instead of mentioning, if you want to take from 0, instead of mentioning 0, you can just leave it as empty too. Okay, like for example, so 0 is to 5. I can go. Okay, so you'll be getting from the start, and you can mention the ending index. If you don't want till the end, you can just leave it empty. So you can go like this. You will be getting some output like this, the entire thing starting. Okay, so if I want, I can go from 7 till the end. So it is going to be this output. So that's what called as string slicing, and that's what these things are. And you can also perform negative slicing too. Please try. And starting with the string concatenation. And once again, so if you want to convert this masterclass into certified internship on machine learning, you can join as an internship user. You can use this coupon code of MLMC4, and the final fee will be $799. The link is pinned in the chat. You can use it. So we'll be getting all these supports from our side: PPTs, downloadable source code of project, videos, 5 additional projects, totally 15 videos and downloadables for it, and support session in Zoom where you can get doubt clarification, weekly tasks and assignment, Kaggle competitions, and additional 5 project discussions. Okay, these are the projects. Moving towards the next topic, which is going to be our string concatenation. Okay, so if you want to combine 2 strings, you can use the plus operator. If it's a number, it is going to perform mathematical operation, but if it is a string, then you can use this plus symbol to combine these two. So if I'm having hello and world, if I want to combine it into a single string, I can use this plus operator. Okay, so I'll go with x equal to hello and y equal to world. Oh, sorry about that. So I can print x plus y. So you won't be getting any space because you are not leaving any space in between. Okay, it's not updated. Okay, hello world. So if you want to leave a space, you can add a space here, or you can add a space here. That will be helpful for you to get your desired output. You can store it in a new variable to z equal to x plus y. So if you print z, that will be your output hello world. Okay, and then, but here comes the task. So if you want to add an integer and a string, for example, tell me guys, what will be the output now? what will be the output here? I think you can use another third one too. I hope you got the output, right? Srinivas? Error? No, not error. Tell me guys, what it is? You know, right? String concatenation. This is a string, this is a string. Why error? It will be 70 because it is not going to perform mathematical operation. Just combine them and give the output, which is a string, which will be 70. Okay, so this is possible, but if you have something like this, a string and a number, you will be getting error, which is unsupported operand types, which is integer and string. This is not possible. In such situation, what should I do? Okay, so in some places where actually you want to combine in a string, you can go and use something which is known as string formatting. Okay, string formatting. So what we will be doing is, for example, if I am having a age which is 20, okay, so I want to insert this. It is not only, string format is not only for this, you can use it in many places like this to insert a value here. Okay, so if you want to combine this value 20 in this string, then what you can do is, see here, when I am creating a string, I will be putting an F before this quotation mark, which defines that it is a formatted string. Not only that, if you have this F, you have to create a place for this variable using a curly braces. So using F and curly braces inside of this, wherever you are putting this curly brace and calling a variable, the value will be taken and placed here. Okay, thanks for the comment, Prashant. Thank you. Age equal to 20. So if you already know Python, please wait. So we'll go from the base. Please refresh your Python knowledge. So what should I do? I have to press F here, and his age is, I want to pass the value age. Can you see now? It is simple. Okay, without F2, like I will be getting his age is age. So if I want to pass this, I have to create a placeholder, and now see here, curly brace will be curly brace. You will be getting curly brace here. If you want to take it as a formatted string, you have to give a F before here. So now if I print it, can you see the color changes and the value 20 is available here. Okay, we are using formatted strings to combine. In some places, if you want to perform an insertion of a variable which is having an integer or a float or a complex number or any other data type inside of a string, only string and string can be added or combined. If you, dot format is now old. Okay, nowadays within this we are just using it with the help of placeholder and the variable name. We'll try that. Okay, we'll try 2045. It is working. Lakshmana Kumar, it is working. Thank you, Velvili Saravanan. Please wait, I haven't concluded it. We still have other things. It's almost time. What can we do? We have count, capitalize, upper, lower, replace. Few more. Can we see it? We have 5 to 10 minutes. We can complete this. Can we? So that we can start freshly tomorrow's class with Python data structure. Yes, you can use Abhinav. That is fine. You can print that too. I'll forget to tell you that this age is 20. This is fine. You will be getting output. If you want to have it inserted, okay. So for example, if you are having a lengthy sentence, what will you do? If you want to place multiple things, not only this guys, age. So for example, okay, you can have a capital H. I'll just, for example, this sentence is not going to make any sense, but just for example, I'll tell you, here I'll pass a capital H, here I'll pass small h. So you'll be getting outputs respectively. Okay, I'll continue the class. Please wait. We'll complete this starting with count. Okay, so I'll create the sentence x equal to hello, hello, hello. So if you have this, and you can go and call it to count. Okay, so I can call y equal to x dot count of hello. So if I print y, the value will be 3. Okay, so I'll try to get the count of L. There are 6 L's. Okay, you can do that in string operation. And going with the next one, which is capitalize. Capitalize is something like the first letter will be caps, the rest of the thing will be small, whatever the input you give. Okay, you can obtain it with the help of dot capitalize, using dot capitalize. So I'll call x equal to, I'm going to create a funny sentence here, hello world. Okay, and I'm going to print x dot capitalize. So the variable, if it has a string, then you can use this dot capitalize, and now my output, can you see it? Only the first letter will be a caps one, and the rest of the things will be small letters. That's what the capitalize will do. Likewise, you can convert everything into uppercase using dot upper. Okay, and you can convert everything into lowercase using dot lower. Okay, I'll show you an example. So x dot upper, you know what is x? It is above. Can you see everything is caps? And you can also print x dot lower. Okay, hello world, everything is lower now. Fine. So the next thing is replace. Okay, so you can replace these things, like if you have a string and you want to replace a particular thing with the next new thing, then you can do it. I am using Google Colab. Mahuaraha, it's Google Colab. So x equal to welcome to machine learning, or we'll go with Python. Okay, Python course, y equal to x dot replace Python with, I'll go with basic Python, and if I go and print y, okay, we have to give x always. No, I am used to it. Most of the programmers, when they need to say example, they used to go with x, y and z. It's easy with one letter. If you want, you can give any name, that's fine. Plus, but please follow the rules for it. You have to don't have a number at the start, that will be fine. So this is our output. How to count spaces? Good question. I'll leave an empty string. Okay, I'll run x, and I'll leave one space here and print it, and I'll print y, and I am getting output 2 because I am having 2 spaces here. Good. Varsha Jyoti, did you got it? Not like this, like you have to give an empty space, one space should be available. Okay, and moving to the next one, you can replace, for example, if you are having a sentence which is having multiple hello and you want to replace the second one alone, then you can mention that too. We'll try it. I'll copy this x. Okay, so y equal to x dot replace. So first I'll be mentioning hi. Okay, that's what I'm going to, I will be mentioning hello. That should be replaced with hi. This will be fine. If I run this, now y will be hi in every places. Hi, hi, hi. No, I don't want that. If I go with 2, let us see which is changing. Second one, what is this 2? Can you understand? Hi, hello, hello. 2. Hi, hi, hello. If you go with 3, everything will be high. Okay. So it's like how much you want to convert. And then split. Split is to split these words into parts. This is the final one. Please wait. So yeah, let us use the split option and see what is the output. So I'll have this x equal to hello, hello, hello. Okay. And I just want to show you the result like this. It's not index number, it's the count. Okay. So y equal to x dot split. And here, if I mention space, okay, then what will happen is if I print y, what can I see is it is splitting the hello into parts with comma because it is separating the space. Or what I can do is I can split wherever L comes, I'll split. Okay, so it will split in that place. So you can see L won't be available. After that you will be getting all the rest of the things like this. And can you see it is enclosed inside square bracket separated with comma individual things. It is called as a list in programming language, and that's what we are going to see in our next class. Okay, so you want to mention where you are going to split. If it's a space, then you can split and you will be getting a list which is separated with comma, and that is what going to be our next class on Python data structures, list, tuple, set and dictionary. We'll see in tomorrow's class. Thank you. And again, if you want to join as an internship user, you are getting a lot of additional support from our side, and you can avail it. It will be available for a shorter period of time. This coupon code of MLMC4. Please utilize this, the link which is available in chat and description. If you want, join as an internship user. Thank you. Thanks for the good comment, Pankaj Kumar. Thank you. I'll try to do. Samyanil Ghosh. Thank you, Anusha. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Looping and conditional statement will be done after data structures, mostly by tomorrow last or day after tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we are having session. Please attend. We are having. So please attend at this time. Thank you. It will be available in the description, the link. The projects which is available, the 15 projects here, you will get doubt clarifications, code, etc. in this 799. If you have a new project, I can clarify doubts. That will be fine. I think that's what a project assistance is. We'll see tomorrow. Thank you. You can use Jupyter Notebook. Yes, India will win. Don't worry. Attendance link is pinned in the chat box. It is available in the top. Pantechelearning attendance link is, I am seeing it. You can use it. Today topic has been covered. My plan is to cover the Python basics. That is covered. Data structures, it's a separate task, guys, so I need to take an entire session from the freshly will be good. So that's why we are having it in tomorrow's class. Thank you, Said.